Hello and welcome back to my channel. So lately I've seen some videos about the red car. And as you guys know, I made my own video about the car that pulled out that morning that Watts got into his truck, and just before he backed up into his driveway, we see a red car pull out and drive off. So this video is just a few things lately that I have just sort of thought about with this red car. Now, apparently, Betty, the neighbour, doesn't even own a red car. So it got me thinking, like, well, whose red car was it? Why would it be up her driveway? So when I started watching the footage, the security footage, when the red car pulls out, it it doesn't really look like it is up Betty's driveway. So I'll show you guys Betty's driveway. So this here is a video that I done, and I'm just going to show you a little bit and then pause it. So that's the Watts house. That there is Betty's house, and she's the red car. And that is where Nate, the neighbour, lives. So I'm just going to pause it right there so you guys get an idea of what I am talking about. So, as you can see where I've got the two yellow arrows from the Watts house, Chris Watts, his truck was parked just down by that second arrow, that little arrow there. His truck was parked on the side curb, and the red car, which I'll show you guys after this here, the red car, which we can see from the neighbour Nate, his security camera, we see Chris Watts go down his driveway, we see his truck lights and stuff come on, and a few seconds later, we see another set of a set of car lights come on, and it just drives off and down the road, and we get a glimpse of the colour, which we've all said is a red car. And as I've written here, it came out at 5:15 a.m. So it's super early in the morning, and we see this red car just come, lights on, just drives out and drives off. But when I go back to the footage, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The car actually just lights come on and it just drives off. And when I look at this map here, when I look at Betty's driveway, the car would have had to come out to go a little bit right at least once it comes out of that driveway. Go a little bit right and then go straight ahead. But when I watch the security footage, it actually does look to me like the car just turns on and just fucking drives straight off and out of there. So I just want to talk about this. So I'm just going to rewind this a few seconds back. Okay, so this is the Watts house. Back to the Watts house. His main driveway is this bigger area here. Now I'm just looking at this little side area here. It's like a footpath looking thing that goes up to the side of the Watts house. And I'm wondering, like, would that red car have possibly been parked there at some stage of the night? And I don't know. It just seems like it just turns on and drives straight out that road. So I'm going to go back to the security footage, show you guys a little bit of that. So reminder, that's Watts driveway, Betty the neighbour's driveway, and Nate. Okay, this is the morning that Chris backed his truck up. And we're going to see somebody leaving the garage. And if you guys have all seen my video on that, I have a couple of videos on that, and personally I don't believe that was Chris Watts, but that's just my opinion. Now his lights turn off and his truck turns on, and then we see a blink of the lights. We see the lights come on the car, and we see that it's red, and it looks like it just drives straight ahead and it's gone. Okay, now Chris is moving his truck and backing up his driveway. So I'm just going to rewind that again, just a little bit, right back to here. Okay, so look up at the top left corner. That's the Watts garage. Now we see somebody leave. Car lights now, and see it's driving, looks like it's driving straight ahead. It just looks like it goes straight ahead, which I find a little bit strange. Okay, so if we go back here to the map and we look at these driveways again, it would be impossible for Betty's driveway to drive straight out. She would have to go on an angle, and personally, I did not see that red car go on an angle at all. It just looked to me like it drove straight up and straight out. Okay, so this is the reason I actually made the video, was this part here about the red car. And I just wanted to refresh your guys' memories by showing you the driveways, Betty's driveway, the Watts driveway, the red car, the security footage. And so this here, now I came back and I thought, I've seen this red car. Now where have I seen it? So then I recalled Nate's security camera footage, and like, you guys are going to check this out. Okay, so it starts about here, and Nate says, my camera. So this takes him to all of his camera action, and it gives us some dates. I'm not going to pause it or stop it. I'm just going to talk right through it, and then we'll go backwards. So you see Watts getting a bit antsy right here because he knows. There's some security footage. So as the camera comes on, we see some dates there. We see Saturday, and there's dates and times, and a truck that actually looked like Nicole's truck. But we'll go back to the dates and times. So just keep an eye on this footage. Now, as he scrolls down real fast, you see that? You see the time there, and it was a red car, and it looks like it's parked in Watts' driveway. And the last video on there was Shanann's arrival home. So I'm just going to go back. So as you can see, there's dates there, the 11th and the 12th. See that truck there? Looks like Nicole's truck. That was on the 11th, on the Saturday. And then as he scrolls down, whoops. So now he's skipping to the actual time that she came home. Now I'm just going to pause it right there and just check out that time right there. And then when it unfolds, it's going to be the red car, and it's up the driveway. And then a couple of hours later is the footage of Shanann when Shanann arrives home. That one. See? 1:48. So, there's the red car. Now, he seems to be paying more attention to the camera footage of the red car than he is to the camera footage of 1:48 in the morning when Shanann arrived home. So the red car's been up Watts's driveway. This is where Nate's telling the officer that it didn't look like the red car came from just over there. If it didn't come out of Betty's driveway, or if it did, but she doesn't own a red car, I mean, that's strange. She would think that's strange. A red car parked in her driveway at like 5 o'clock in the morning. That's very strange. Or the red car could have been like on this gravelly part here hidden. There is actually more clues with the red car and other cars in this footage.